Welcome back, viewers. We have a very interesting breaking news coming in. This is a rather bizarre incident which has been reported from Uttar Pradesh. Google Map, it looks like, has become the cause of trouble for two French tourists. So what we are getting to know is that two French tourists, basically, they arrived in the national capital by a flight on January 7th, and then they had to travel by a bicycle to Kathmandu. They were planning to cycle to Kathmandu. That's Nepal's religious capital. But the French citizens had to go to Kathmandu via Tanakpur in Uttarakhand and also through Pilibhit. But they lost their way and reached the Chureli Dam in Baheri, where they got lost. And around 11 p.m. on Thursday, the local people basically brought them to the police station there. Police got the reports about the presence of, quote-unquote, believe it or not, aliens from the villagers, and the French cyclists had put up a camp with lights on their heads to set up their tents. And it was night when the villagers informed that about the police presence, and they told about the presence, believe it or not, of aliens. The police reached the spot and they rescued the stranded tourists.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. But why are you staying in this lonely area?
To sleep.
Huh?
To sleep because we
sleep. You must take some hotel. You must take some rest house.
No,
you cannot lie in this jungle like this. It's a animal polluted area. Leopards are there. They might harm you. If something happens to you, we won't have any answer for that. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
You should have informed the local police before coming here. Before staying here, you did not.
Yeah, we asked to
not following the rules. Villagers are complaining.
Yeah, I understand, yeah.
Villagers are complaining that two unknown people are here in our area. So what we are supposed to do now with you?
All right, this was obviously a small excerpt which we managed to receive of the police, perhaps with the tourists. The audio wasn't too clear. To give us more context into this, we have my colleague Adib who's joining us on the broadcast. Adib, this is rather bizarre. In fact, to say the least, Google Map, we've seen time and again, becomes a cause of trouble. There are people who get sometimes wrong directions are given. But how did, first of all, these tourists ended up getting stranded in Uttar Pradesh, and why were they mistaken for aliens?
We'll see these French citizens. They were traveling from Delhi to Kathmandu, and they got lost on their way to Kathmandu in Bareilly district. As per the police report, they were taking the help of the Google Maps, and they lost their way and got stuck up in a village in Bareilly. And they decided that it was night, so they said they should spend the night in the village itself before finding their way to the Nepal, to the Kathmandu in the morning. And they were using headlamps on their headgear, and these two flashlights were on when they were trying to set up their tent in the village. And the villagers spotted these two French citizens. And they noticed something unusual with their headlights because the villagers have never seen this kind of headgear stuff on bicycles. So they informed the UP 112 that they have spotted some aliens in the village. Upon receiving first a PRV went to check on that. When they saw that there are two French citizens, they informed the senior officers who can intervene in the matter, who can try and connect with these French citizens. And as soon as the senior cops arrived on the spot, they started assisting the villagers. In fact, they started assisting these two French citizens. In fact, both the French citizens, they spent their night in the village itself at the house of the Pradhan of the village, and after that they had the breakfast in that particular village also.
Right. So now
and
they've
then
been rescued, but obviously bizarre to say the least about this instance. Thank you, Adib, for joining us with all these details.